I did make a podcast episode yesterday, so basically today will just be like an upload of 2 podcasts, because every single time that I of course don't do a podcast every single day, right, I would in fact upload a bonus podcast just to of course add to the podcast that was supposed to be uploaded yesterday. You ever go like, why the hell did you not upload a podcast yesterday? Well, I had no ideas what to do, but I also was busy with something that I'm actually going to explain today, where basically I tried to add music to Forza Horizon 5, custom music to Farmer Guide for 2022, and it been absolutely fucking hectic. It had been all the way up to 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, where I just fucking successfully gave up and knew that there was no way in order to simply fix this. This basically goes through multiple files, so let's start at the start. So I found a guide from 2022 where it says I can add my own music via the Forza Horizon 5 radios, where basically it would of course take over the current radio shows with the actual custom music. And of course you can actually do that, I think, but it doesn't seem to fucking work. Like, it doesn't want to fucking work at all. In fact, the modern version, or aka the 0.016 version, actually doesn't work. In fact, it does the opposite and actually puts you on an infinite loop. If you want to repack it, and I believe it's just still the same exact code, but just made in a new UI for some reason, and it just doesn't want to work apparently. Like, I just feel like it could work. It could work if someone managed to make an F1 bank tool for the actual modern Forza Horizon 5, which would actually fix with the issues that would be in the previous version, that is I think 0.015 or 0.014. Yeah, 0.014, and guess what? That one kind of worked. Because compared to the 0.016 version, this 0.014 version, basically actually tries to work. But it pops up with an error going like, oh right, this is an untested version of Windows, we ain't gonna run. Because probably scared by that, it will actually crash or break the actual folder. And basically what I noticed that all of these seem to happen right after Windows 7. So if you try to put it in compatibility mode, where basically both files are actually in Windows 7, you may go like, oh right, it may actually work. Nope, it doesn't fucking work at all. In fact, it actually gives out a fucking error code, no error code whatsoever, and just wants to pause. Like, it just stare at you back, thinking that you're the biggest smart ass of all time, even though you're just an absolute dumbass. Like, and I should also look at the fucking specs of the video, because trust me, the dude fucking with a solid Ryzen 5 5600G and Vader RX 5808GB, which ain't that bad, especially with the RAM size of 16GB. But it's just that now it would actually suck on modern video games, especially Forza Horizon 5, since of course you have a 3080, it won't fucking work at all. Ask me and ask the fucking Microsoft, which thinks that it will still work, but just me keeps on fucking crashing. Top of this, it wouldn't even work with fucking Forza Motorsports. Just me, I tried to install it, it doesn't want to fucking work at all. So mostly, just get the 4090 and you'll just be perfectly fine on basically running any game at all. And trust me, I expect to have this for 10 fucking years. 10 fucking years, me rocking with the 4090 would be absolutely goated, because it will run any game perfectly smoothly as it should be. So after I follow the guide, basically it tells me to basically extract it. So, but to be honest though, what do you even do next? So basically you go to F1 bank files, and these are basically radio shows, and then the number next to it determines what type of radio show it is. It used to go from R1 to R6, but now goes away up to R9, where it's probably the inclusion of more cars, and on top of this, the much more inclusion of radio shows. as I noticed, because compared to the last time I played Forza Horizon 1, there have been a lot of radio shows that have been added that will probably be featured in the next Forza Horizon game. But trust me, you want to focus on the tracks instead of the actual stingers, because stingers are probably like the car sound effects. But trust me, you want to focus on the stingers one. And basically, as soon as you extract it, right, you want to make sure that all the files are basically following the same thing. Where basically, but like, this is where I'm confused. This is where I'm fucking confused. Like, this is where I'm confused. So basically, right. So apparently it works, right, but it ignores the error, and then it somehow managed to process all the files into it, and then apparently made a bank file. But now when you fucking do it, it doesn't want to ignore the error. Honestly, I'm just confused as the next guide. Apparently in the guide of 2022, where it uses a file from fucking 2015 or fucking 2014, it somehow managed to like not work. But apparently in this guy's fucking case, apparently it worked. I'm honestly more confused as the next fucking guy, because right, I don't know what to do. Like what do I do next? Like, I could of course try and run it again, but it will probably pop up with the same fucking error code as last time. And trust me, I just don't know what to do. Like, I could rebuild it, but like this one, of course, build a fucking bank file, which is of course not even the same. Like, I believe it's not even the same fucking bank file. I believe, like, I just still don't know what to do next. Like, honestly, no, I wish I could just give up. That's what I did. I exactly fucking gave up, and I went to the Overlords, and just me, it could work. It could work. Cause like, it could, but it's just too complicated, really. Like, I feel as if, like, if there's a fix in order to ignore that error in particular, it can work, and it will work, but it doesn't want to work, because even if you shove both files into compatibility mode, it wouldn't really work as expected. Like, even if I decided to, and guess what, both files are not running in compatibility mode. I made sure of it. I even got into the compatibility mode and made sure it doesn't even run in compatibility mode. Like, even the .web files, I believe it can still work. It can still work, but I just don't get it. Like, I'm more confused as the next guy. I'm more confused than anyone else in this whole entire fucking world. Like, I feel as if this could work, and it will work, but it just doesn't want to work at all. Like, because guess what? It's only the software's fault. It's only the software's fault that's at hand at the moment. And I'll try to do everything, but it doesn't want to work at all because it just wants to be a little bit of a dick. So, the main question is, would it actually work? Yes, it can. But it's just that there's a QL error bug fucking jerk off into a can type shit, where it doesn't want to work. Instead, what it wants to do the exact opposite and just wants to kill you. It just doesn't want to work at all. It just doesn't want to work. And I even have all the files that I want to add to it, with on top of this the WAV file of basically C1 assets, which would in fact supposed to work like somehow. I'm just gonna simply run the actual fucking like extraction back, because I will actually attempt it one more time while I'm perfectly awake and conscious, compared to when I did it yesterday or today in the very early hours of the morning. I just don't know what to do next. It's just simply very confusing. I feel like in Forza Horizon should have add a feature next where it will actually about playing custom music. Because trust me, there's nothing in the way of it. There's actually in fact nothing in the way of playing custom music for some reason. Like, it's in fact supported by Microsoft themselves, just simply playing music in Spotify. But I just simply don't get it. Like, yeah, sure, you could just have a ban on the limit of basically, oh right, you can add music to the game, but you cannot fucking upload them to the, I don't know, the store or something. Like, there'll be like a limit, because simply, right, it is legal in order to add music to the game, right, to add your own custom music to the game, but it's illegal to basically not transport, but mostly like I don't know how to describe this, but mostly to transport, I'm going to use transport, to mostly transport the music via the game to other platforms. So basically what I mean by that is to use the same platform in order to simply give other people access to the same music. Kind of like Roblox. Like, Roblox is the perfect example of this because they exactly did this. But you may go like, what happened to Roblox right after? Well, they in fact got sued by the music industry because they believe that they had so much copyright infringement. In fact, like, YouTube would be fucking jealous. Like, YouTube would be going like, doing the exact same shit this guy been fucking doing for the last couple of hours. Like, look, it would have been a good feature, and it would be a good feature, but they just don't want to add it. They even have a GTA 5, like there's GTA 5 with their own custom music album, where it even works in GTA Online, I think, where you can basically play custom music if you actually add like a specific folder and just put all your music in there. It works. Perfectly works. So I'm just gonna end it there by just saying one thing, that is, it is possible and it will be possible. So big update, I actually tried to do it again, even going over towards GitHub, and if it doesn't on GitHub, it's basically a place where it's your final destination. If one of them works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, you're fucked either way. Like, it was literally like a last alternative, and I've been there, and I thought I found one where via Phoenix Pro Fmod, where basically it was supposed to do the same as the Fmod bank tool, but a lot more cleanly and a lot more better. Apparently it doesn't even work, despite the fact the fucking creator said, yay, it works, when it, even though in all actuality, it fucking crashes. Like, it only crashes when I try to extract one of the files. Like, I feel as if now it just doesn't want to work, especially with Forza Horizon 5. Is either A, Forza Horizon done something so that extracting the file leads to the actual file extractor just crashing and absolutely burning to shreds. Like, it just doesn't want to work in actuality. Or it's just that since Microsoft owns GitHub, they're probably just looking over the GitHub just to see if there's any ways of exposing the vulnerability. That's probably the reason why Microsoft fucking bought GitHub. It's not because so that they carry on this service where people can give out free shit, right? This is so that the game can be even more secure and even more encrypted, as they find much more exploits where it cannot be exploited as much. Where in actuality, where if I was a game developer, I would actually respect. If I was a game developer, which I would actually, you know, actually support. But I'm not a game developer. I'm just about kids in his room talking about this shit. So therefore, right, from my perspective, it's absolutely shitty, because if you can't extract the files, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Jerk off, I guess, because that's the best thing about hacks you do, apart from going inside the hex editor of this fucking .exe and trying to figure out what the fuck it is. Because trust me, I'm not fucking decompiling Lego City or something, so I wouldn't be doing that. And plus, this file would just be dead anyways, despite my fixes, so fuck that, I guess. So what is it with me? I'm just a lazy sack of shit, really. Like, so yeah, keep doing what you do, and if you want, just go extract it for what I care. Like, if there is a fix, we would all be grateful. In particular, me. and everything else, especially the fucking System 32, which I want to put on slash kill myself and absolutely obliterate it. So yeah, I will actually figure out what to do next. Safe.